Everyone, it's a late night NBA update. I did the programming I was talking about in the previous video. That's why I had to do a video right now. I did the programming to change the projected score of the basketball games to reflect a new way we're calculating it, including how much of the team is injured with the operating strength. I did it and I was starting to test out some stuff, and it's a pretty simple formula. It's just kind of deducting some points, a percentage of points, depending on how injured the team is. I did it and I was like, whoa, watch this. All right. So this is the look that we have today. Utah wins. Fantastic. Utah wins. Pick of the day wins. And a lot of the teams above 10% margin on the current look win, like 4 out of the top 5. Okay day, but there's a lot of losses down here. And there was all these injuries. And I was like, you don't take these teams like the Heat and the Sixers because they're injured. Well, what? Watch this. So because I wanted to incorporate the injuries in there, the projected score over here now is now called the projected health score, basically, but it's still the projected score, and it involves the injuries. So you have to look at something differently now. There's something called the projected margin of victory. Okay, this is now kind of important. The projected margin of victory is the projected score minus the projected opponent's score, right? It's what you would think. It's what it's projecting the margin of victory will be for the team. Well, it's now not totally connected to the margin anymore. So the margin for the game is one team a lot better than the other team? Well, ceteris paribus, all other things being equal, and the team not having any injuries, yes, Cleveland's a lot better than Detroit. And that's what this margin is. The margin is not affected by the injuries, but the score now is. And so you're not going to sort totally descending by margin anymore. You're going to sort by something else. So watch this. So we're going to unfilter now. And there's going to be a new look starting tomorrow. This is the new look. It is more sort options, sort descending by projected margin of victory. We're going to sort by that. And then we are going to filter. Value filters greater than projected margin of victory is greater than 0. And then how is the day? Oh, it's 9-3. Oh, it's 9-3. And what is that? Like 9 of the top 11 games win. And what happens here? Well, all of a sudden we're descending by projected margin of victory. So now we can look and we can say, well, how good did these teams actually do and where did we lose and why, right? Like we thought the Pelicans were absolutely going to run over Golden State because of all of their injuries. They did end up winning by 9, but they didn't win by 24 because there were so many injuries. Okay, I'm fine with that. Utah, number 2 up here, supposed to win by 18. They win by 14. They're an underdog. Washington's a big loser, and the whole Brooklyn Nets situation, that game is just a hard mess. Here it has the Knicks over the Sixers to win by 14. They only win by 2, but it does have them to win. Has the Bucks to win by 12. They win by 13. Has the Suns to win by 11 on this minus 700. They lose this game somehow. That sucks. Minus 700. That's crazy. Has Indiana winning by 10. They win by 2. Has the Cavs even winning here with the 66% health. It still has them winning by 10. They win by 24. Has Memphis winning by 6. They win by 31. Has Boston winning by 5. They win by 4. Has Dallas winning by 4. They win by 1. This is disgustingly awesome. I didn't see how last season looked in this view. Let's see. Also awesome. Oh my God. Wow. 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 Just wow. That's good. I mean, look at what happened here. It picks off the Knicks underdog. It picks the Jazz underdog. It picks the Pacers underdog. That's last season. And this season is just as good. So both are good. Wow. Told you injuries mattered. Wow. That's really good. Wow. Okay. I'm happy with this. This is backfit, obviously, but the formulas are not really backfit. It's just I just programmed a new health score formula. This is not a backfitted formula. It's a formula that's very reasonable based off injuries. Fantastic. Let's just go with that for tomorrow then. That's awesome. We don't even, current and last season fine. Current's fine. So here's what it is tomorrow. There are lines. And here's where it's complicated. And I could look at it so you can see it here. See how the margin is not like the margin's not descending anymore. Like there's a minus 1.3 margin for the Knicks up here, but the projected score is doing something different. And that's why it's in this order. So we're going to be glancing at margins, obviously, but the reason this happens is because of the injuries, and this is the order we want to look at it in. This is what we want to do. I'm glad we got this done before college basketball starts. And do the same thing for college basketball. So there you go. So here's where it happens. We don't have a current injury report for tomorrow yet. We don't. So that matters so much, right? Like so much. It makes me want to run it right now. Let's do that. I know you probably can't see the screen, but I'm going to see what I can get as an injury report, just because you'll see how drastically this changes. I'm doing it right now. Always see my videos. We're not going to go long. They always go long. So just opened up the injury report, which I don't think you can see on the screen. And I'm copying it, and I'm going to bring it into the injury report in the NBA file right here. And we're going to paste it and make sure we don't have any extra stuff at the bottom. And which we'll get rid of. Okay, so now we go to the injury pivot table, we refresh. And some stuff changed, but not a ton. Here now, you're going to see some colors are probably going to change, and scores are going to change, and orders are going to change. So let's freeze and look. Yep, look how everything changed dramatically. See how humongous changes happen because of the injury report now, because of who's playing. It is imperative to get it as accurate as possible. Flipped, stuff completely just flipped, right? Hornets moved down because other stuff changed because people got healthy. Wow. Cool. So you got the Pelicans at an underdog line healthy right now at 10% margin. That's looking like a pick. Both these teams are hurting, and we know the whole Brooklyn situation is weird, so it makes this game a little more suspect, even though it's above 10% margin. And then nothing else looks great. Bucks should be OKC, but the line's not great. But these point projections should be better. Sweet. So that is how we will do this. And when we're going to be pasting into the Google Sheet, you'll see I'll be pasting this version, and stuff will not be in order by margin anymore, even though this is kind of close. It's good when the projected margin of victory and the margin are aligned, but it's now by this. Like this is now the big one. I almost want to make it like gold or something and be like, we have a whole new thing that we are doing. Like this is the one we sort by. So, we are going to be, I don't know, some type of arrow or something like that going down, because like basically this is the one we are sorting by, and that is going to be the way to go, because we have to take into account injuries, and this does that. Cool. Oh man. All right. I'm super excited. I think that I know just one day now, forget about just one day. This is the one day at 9-3. I backfilled everything. So now we can actually look at previous days. Day before that would have been 1-1. And it would have had the magic, because some of these health numbers are frozen from the previous day. No, Golden State wasn't that hurt in the previous day. Actually, maybe that wasn't frozen. Day before that would have been 6-5. Day before that, 3-1. Day before that, 2-5. Day before that, 4-4. So it ain't perfect everywhere. Oh, that's good. Whew, wow, how good of a day would that have been? Wow. This is gonna get really interesting. Cool. All right. Well, so the history is all mush mashed and screwed up now because of the way I just retroactively changed a bunch of projected score formulas, but whatever. That's why I don't worry about history as much, like whatever. So this is the new look, and it would have created a day like this in both years. That's so awesome. I don't know what happened with Phoenix, but they were minus 700, so everybody got that wrong. But in the current version, it moved Phoenix all the way down. It moves them all the way down to here by projected score. How about that? This is such a great look. We are going with projected. I'm not even going to post last because I don't like, if you look at what we got wrong with the last year stats, Phoenix on top and the odds makers say that. I don't like a look where we're exactly in line with the odds makers and the game loses, right? I hate that. So I always want to look at current. Current did do better stuff. It blew the Wizards game, but the Kyrie situation is weird here. So I'm going to let that go. And the Suns somehow lose, but they're down all the way down here as the 6th pick in the current version. And then the Spurs lose down here, and they kind of kept it close, even though they end up losing the game by 10. It was close until the very end, I believe. So boom, that is what we're doing. And tomorrow, a tentative looking pick of the day is looking like New Orleans, if they are as healthy tomorrow, because it gives them a margin of victory of 12 points in this game. We shall see what happens. Good luck, everybody. If you want copies of the Google Sheet and see what everything gets, go follow the link, subscribe. Good luck. I like what we've done. We are going to test it out and see how it goes tomorrow. Good luck, everybody. I hope all your picks are going to be winning.